Hello and welcome to Prince Life, a place where we share stories that make you laugh, think, and feel inspired. I'm so excited to start this journey with you. Today, you love sweet stories, funny conversations, and a touch of real school life, then you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss any of my upcoming storybooks, past questions and well-explained answers for all classes, prayer guides, and more. Now, let's dive into the story. Part 2. The School Food Wahala. After English class, it was time for lunch. The school cafeteria was full, as usual. The queue was long, as usual. And Mara and Clara, they had their own shortcut plan, as usual. Now, let me ask you, is it a crime for twins to use their identical looks to confuse people? Wait, before you answer, think very well. Because that's exactly what Mara and Clara did. The school food rule was simple, 1 plate per person. But these girls, they collected 2 plates each. How? Clara collected 1 plate, then ran back into the queue. Mara collected 1 plate, then ran back into the queue. Then they switched positions, changed hairstyles, and did it again. By the time the cafeteria aunties realized what had happened, these girls were already outside, enjoying 4 plates of food. Tega gasped, "Wait, how do you people sleep at night knowing you do things like this?" Osas shook his head. "This is not normal." Efe was too shocked to even talk. He just kept eating his own food in peace, because this life was not his own. The funniest part, when another student, Emeka, tried to do the same thing, the cafeteria aunties caught him immediately. "So when you look in the mirror, do you see 2 faces?" One of the aunties shouted. The whole cafeteria burst into laughter. The love letter revenge. Remember when Osas wrote a love letter to Mara in chapter 1? Well, Mara and Clara had not forgotten. They were waiting for revenge. So, during break time, they called Osas outside and gave him a fake love letter. Osas opened it and read, "Dear Osas, ever since I saw you, I have not been myself. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. I cannot breathe. Please meet me behind the school building after closing time. I love you. Yours forever, your secret admirer." Osas nearly fainted. Tega snatched the letter and read it out loud. "I cannot breathe, Osas, so somebody wants to die because of you." The whole class screamed. Precious shouted, "Osas, do you even have a mirror at home?" Osas ignored them. He was already dreaming. "So there's a girl in this school that likes me?" Mara and Clara nodded. "Yes, go and meet her after school." And that was how Osas went behind the school building after school, and met a goat. That was the day he knew that twins were not ordinary human beings. The principal's office saga. After all the drama, after all the confusion, after all the wahala, the inevitable finally happened. Mara and Clara were summoned to the principal's office. "Principal, do you know why you are here?" Mara, "No, sir." Clara, "Yes, sir." Principal, "So which one should I believe?" Mara, "The one that favors us." At this point, even the principal held his head. "Who sent you people to this school?" Mara smiled. "Sir, you were the one that signed our admission letter." Clara nodded. "And we thank you for that." The principal turned to the teacher that reported them. "What exactly did they do this time?" The teacher sighed. "Sir, they confused the cafeteria staff, scammed Osas, and disrupted my lesson." The principal shook his head. "Do you people know how to behave?" Mara and Clara nodded. "Yes, sir." Principal, will you behave from now on?" Mara, "Yes, sir. Clara, no, sir. Principal, get out of my office. And that was how they escaped punishment, again. The final warning. As they walked home, Mara grinned. Clara, did you see how the principal was sweating? Clara laughed. That man is really trying. If I were him, I would have retired. Osas, who was still angry about the fake love letter, shook his head. One day, you people will do something, and there will be no escape. Tega nodded. The day you people finally fall into trouble, and I will buy popcorn and watch. Efe added, I will even bring a chair. Mara and Clara just smiled at each other. Because they knew the truth. As long as they had each other, they would always escape. The end, or not. No wahala. Chapter 3 is coming up next. Longer, funnier, and with even more twin wahala. Osas must not rest. The school must not have peace. And the principal. Well, he better get a blood pressure monitor. Stay tuned. Get ready for chapter 3. Even crazier, even longer, and even more wahala-filled. Mara and Clara, best friends and sisters. Chapter 3. When twin trouble becomes twin catastrophe. Benin City was calm. The sun was shining. The birds were singing. The wind was blowing gently. But just as people were about to enjoy the peace, Mara and Clara stepped into school. Immediately, trouble followed. The moment they entered, students started whispering. Teachers started adjusting their glasses. Even the school gentleman, Mr. Agahawa, started praying. Why? Because yesterday was bad, but today was about to be worse. The fake test wahala. The first drama of the day happened in mathematics class. Mr. Bassi, the maths teacher, entered the class looking serious. Very serious. Good morning, class. Silence. Then he smiled. A wicked smile. Surprise test. The whole class shouted. Sir, it's too early for this. Osas protested. Sir, we didn't prepare. Tega added. Sir, it's not fair. Precious cried. Mr. Bassi folded his arms. Do you think life is fair? Silence. Then, out of nowhere, Clara raised her hand. Sir, sorry but, did you say, test, or, chess? Mr. Bassi blinked. What? Sir, you have an accent. Maybe we held you wrongly, Mara added. The class burst into laughter. Mr. Bassi shook his head. It's a test, not chess. Mara sighed. Sir, you mean test like exam? Yes, Clara gasped. Sir, please wait. That's a serious accusation. You are accusing us of preparing for a test that does not exist. Tega choked on laughter. What kind of twin behavior is this? Osas covered his face. I don't know them, sir. Mr. Bassi sighed. You two will never change. And just like that, the test was cancelled. Who won? Mara and Clara. The assembly prank. After maths class, it was time for assembly. Now, let me ask you, what is the worst thing that can happen during school assembly? Wait, think carefully before you answer. Because whatever you're thinking, Mara and Clara did worse. As the students were lining up, Clara whispered, Mara, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Mara smirked. I was born ready. Then, while everyone was standing, they quickly switched positions 50 times. One moment, Mara was in front. The next moment, Clara was in front. Then Mara again. Then Clara again. Even the class prefect, who was counting the students, got confused. At one point, he scratched his head and whispered, I swear, I counted Mara before, but now I'm seeing her again. Efe sighed. My guy, just give up. Then, as the national anthem was about to start, Mara suddenly shouted, Fire! Before anyone could understand what was happening, half of the school ran away. Principal, WHO said that Mara and Clara, silent. The fake love letter backfires. After assembly, Mara and Clara were still laughing at their successful fire prank. But while they were busy, Osas was planning his revenge. If Mara and Clara thought they were the only ones that could write fake love letters, they were wrong. During break time, Clara opened her locker and saw a letter. Dear Clara, I have been watching you from afar. You are like the sun that brightens my day. You are like the moon that shines in my night. Please meet me behind the school toilet after school. I love you. Yours truly, your secret admirer. Clara gasped. Mara, I finally have a secret admirer. Mara grinned. Omo, sea levels. Tega raised an eyebrow. You people have scammed too many boys. How do you know this one is real? Clara folded her arms. Tega, my dear, there are two types of girls in this world. Those that are loved, and those that are not. Osas hid his smile. Everything was going according to plan. So, after school, Clara confidently went behind the school toilet. What did she see? A goat. The exact same goat that Osas saw last time. Then, from nowhere, Osas, Tega, and the rest of the class jumped out, laughing. Osas clapped. Clara, congratulations. You have finally found true love. Precious added. The goat says he wants to marry you. Clara's face turned red. Mara folded her arms. Okay, it's war. The principal finally snaps. After all the madness, it finally happened. Mara and Clara were dragged to the principal's office again. Principal, you two again. Mara, sir, you called us. Clara, and we answered. Principal, do you think this is a joke? Mara and Clara exchanged glances. Sir, honestly, yes, the principal nearly fainted. Teacher, sir, they pranked the assembly, they pranked a test, and now they are doing fake love letters. Principal, do you girls have shame? Mara, sir, what is shame? Clara, is it a new subject? At this point, the principal removed his glasses and held his head. Principal, just get out. Get out of my office. And that was how Mara and Clara escaped again. The final warning, AGAIN. As they walked home, Tega shook her head. You people are not okay. Osas sighed. Clara, how is your goat boyfriend? Clara pointed at him. Watch your back. Ethel whispered. So, when is the next prank? Mara and Clara exchanged a knowing smile. To be continued. Did you just laugh out loud? We did too. That's Mara and Clara for you. Drama, friendship, and wahala all in one. Want the full gist? Get the PDF or printed book now. Available in Nigeria and PDF worldwide. Just message 07031178177 on WhatsApp. Support us with a small token and enjoy more hilarious school stories. Don't forget to like, share, and follow for the next crazy chapter. Because Mara and Clara, they never run out of trouble.